I really journaled a ton this week on how pivotal it has been for me to do hard stuff. Not just this past year, but probably the past 2 years have been, it almost feels like a whole decade has gone by for each year. And sometimes what I think is happening is there's so much going on and so much change so fast. It feels like it's only been a month, but it feels like it's been a year, or it feels like it's been sometimes 10 years, because you look at all of the things that are changing exponentially. We're no longer on a timeline when things happen slowly. So I wrote, doing hard stuff. It seems extra important right now. And then what I wrote in big letters is for me, because I have no expectations of other people in my life, even the people I'm close to, of doing hard stuff for them. This is an individual thing. This is an individual journey. So I wrote, for me, this is it. And then I wrote this. I realized that other people, many other people, are having a very different experience than I am. So what it feels like to me is that the energy is off, the frequency is off. And I find that my level to be able to sit in that frequency, my tolerance for it is extremely low. And that's what I wrote next. My tolerance for such low vibes is very low right now. I don't see it changing ever. And it is, like I said, it's not about a place of judgment or coming from an egotistical place. Oh, I can't be around you, your vibe is too low. I mean, that is kind of the statement, but it's not about saying you are less than me at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite, because you get to give grace and compassion. What keeps us human in a time that feels like everything's going to be automated, and we already know there's going to be a big transition, like the Industrial Revolution. This is going to be an AI revolution, where a lot of the jobs that a lot of people hold are going to be automated. They're going to be gone. So this is where you take massive action right now. If you are in a position where you have a job that's going to be automated, what is it that you would love to do that's creative, can bring you an income? And I believe that eventually, I don't think I will ever see this in my lifetime, but it would be amazing if it did, especially since the acceleration rate of where we're going is happening so fast. It's very possible that I could see a place where everyone has shelter, everyone has water, clean drinking water, clean air, clean food, clean energy, and there's abundance for everyone. And we're all living our creative best, doing hard stuff, but doing stuff that fills up our soul and adds to the collective, adds to what makes what's going to make my community thrive. What gifts do I bring? I mean, of course, that sounds like a beautiful panacea of and I think it's possible. We need to first get a few really talented people who see this matrix grid and have them go strategically knock down this matrix, right? This grid that we're all under. So rebuilding the trust in the broken systems, rethinking our education, restoring balance to our relationship with the planet, with Mother Earth. We need to restore our relationship with the planet. I think this is how we move forward to the future that I kind of just described. So the bottom line is this: doing hard stuff is no longer optional. I think if you want to accomplish what you're here to accomplish, doing the hard things are no longer optional. You can always take the easy way. It's always, I guess it is optional for you to, but from my perspective, from what I want to accomplish and what I want to do, doing hard stuff is no longer optional. I think it's the only way to stay relevant, resilient, strong, and here's the kicker: distinctly human. This is how we stay distinctly human as everything else accelerates. And we can take the good, and we can participate and stay informed, and all the stuff that's going to happen around us as we move through this next 5 years. I think it's going to be really fascinating. I think even before the end of this year, I'm being patient because I know it's like a good thing to do, but if you really think about what is the world going to look like, what is going to happen, what's going to be revealed, where are we going to be by the time this year is over? That's only 4 short months away. from the date I'm recording this, 4 months and 1 week, that then the world is going to look very, very different. So while there might be an anxiousness, what is it going to look like by the end of 25? What's it going to look like by the end of 26? Or by the end of 2030? So this is where it's like, while you are participating, now's the time to do the hard stuff.